everyone? And we are back. Welcome back to the Conquer Rundown, coming straight at you from the city of Hacienda Heights, more specifically, Los Altos High School and the Conquer Rundown studio. With me today, I've got my good friend, Rebecca. Rebecca, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for being on that chair. That's the hot seat right now. That's where everybody wants to be. So today I brought you in to talk about the Every 15 Minutes program. You were part of our editing team. We did that about 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to bring you on so we could just decompress, talk about what went right, and more specifically, what went wrong.
Because a lot of things went wrong.
Oh my God. So before we get into that, Rebecca, tell us about yourself. What grade are you in, and how did you get involved with the Every 15 Minutes program?
So I'm a junior, and with the Every 15 Minutes, I am in video production 1, and I got into AV Club, and that's where I got in.
Yeah, so this is your first year with video production, so this is the introduction, but you also found an interest in the AV Club and everything we'd like to put on as a club, the fundraisers, also participating in small events. And so far, how do you like the AV Club?
I like AV Club. We get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Good. And we enjoy having you there. So let's talk about the Every 15 Minutes program. So when I first approached you about this, what was your thought? What was going through your head?
Just to get everything done. It was a new project. I had never done anything like this before, so I really wanted to get it right.
Yeah, so you had contacted me and talked, and you asked Mr. Garcia, or you mentioned to me that you were really interested in editing. You found what you wanted to do, and that's where I'm like, ooh, I got you. I know exactly what I'm going to put you. So I placed you in our editing team for the Every 15 Minutes program. But more specifically, talk to me about the job that you had.
So
what were you responsible for?
So my job was to basically, as the project was going on, I was in here, the class, the whole day, and I was in charge of making sure that the SD cards that were in the cameras that were filming would get onto flash drives and would be good for editing.
Yeah, so you were in charge of all the logging, the file transfers, and making copies. And as the cameraman brought in the footage, you would then transfer it onto the computer, and then you would log it and then transfer it back to a flash drive for the editing team. What was that experience like?
It was good. I did have a few moments where I was under pressure because everything was loading at the same time.
Can you bring this a little bit closer to you? Talk to me what it was like to be under that pressure.
It was fine. I'm pretty good under pressure, but I did feel it a little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah? Talk to me. How did you get through it?
Because there was a part where I was downloading all the footage, and it was taking forever. It was a whole lot of footage, and poor girl, she was waiting for me, and she was like, oh, yeah, tell me when you're done. I was like, okay. So
was that Ariana and the classroom visits? Yeah. So what was going on there was just the classroom visits happened during first and second period. So they had nothing to do for the rest of the day. So they were just waiting for you. And that waiting game, you're right, that is stressful because it's out of your hands, right?
You just have to wait it out.
Yeah, you can't speed up the computer. The computer's going to do what a computer's going to do. So you just had to sit there and just wait it out. Okay, so talk to me about what it was like just to be here in the classroom as all this chaos is happening around you.
Yeah, I mean, I only had that one responsibility. So seeing everyone freaked out about certain things, it was kind of funny to see. Yeah.
So the entire project was supposed to be shot and edited in one day.
Yeah.
So you were a crucial part of getting that accomplished. Did you realize that?
Yeah.
You know, like shooting is one thing, editing is another thing, but that person right in the middle where you sat, that chair, that was an intense chair, you know? Like I didn't want to give you too much responsibilities throughout the day because I felt that one was like the biggest one that you had. So thank you. You did a great job. I hope we made you proud with that film.
Yeah, it was.
So tell me, what was it like to see the actual finished product? Because all you had to do was transfer footage. So you didn't get a chance to really be hands-on on the editing. But what was it like to see our film up on the big screen?
Well, when I was transferring all the data, I wasn't able to see any of the footage. So once I saw it on the big screen,
Whoa, wait a minute. So you never saw anything?
no, I only saw a few clips and then what you were showing the other girls
Whoa.
in the beginning.
Okay.
So once I saw it on the big screen, it was like, whoa, that's what we actually got.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till you mentioned it. Yeah, it makes sense because you were in such a rush
Yeah.
that you didn't get a chance to open up each file and view it. You were just, moving
Just
everything.
transferring them, yeah.
Oh, okay. So tell me, what was it like to see it up on the big screen?
It was cool. I saw the time being put into it and then finally paying off.
Yeah, nice, good. So this was an event that was geared towards juniors and seniors, right? This was a drinking and driving event. So we were trying to highlight the dangers of and put focus on the dangers of what it's like for a teenager or a high school student to go drinking with their friends, have a good time, but then also what comes after that, the consequences. So how did this project affect you personally?
I've never had an experience with drunk driving or anything like that, but my mom, certain events, she says, don't drink. So many things can happen. You can change a person's life with one tiny little mistake that you do.
Yeah. And not only a random person, but also yourself, right? As a high school student, you
and your family too.
Yeah, right. So, did your parents see the video?
Yeah.
The film?
So I wasn't actually able to show it to them, but since my mom follows the YouTube channel,
she follows us?
it. Yeah.
What's your
and
mom's
the
name?
Instagram, Leslie.
Leslie, shout out to Leslie. If you're out there, you're gonna hear this. Just realize that your daughter's doing a great job in here. She's got an A+++ for all the hard work she's been putting out. So shout out to Leslie. So she saw the video on her own.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Yeah. So she was telling me as she was watching it, she was getting a little teary-eyed because it reminded her of what us as teenagers can do and how reckless we can be.
Whoa.
And she kind of got scared.
So we did it, right?
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to
got
do.
The message across.
We accomplished it. We wanted to scare the lights out of our high school students, and we did, not the lights, the life out of them. But we did do that. I heard a lot of good compliments. My boy Jacob, my boy Isaiah over there, Violet, and Isabel. They gave me a big hug. They congratulated us as they walked in, and I just wanted to share that hug with you too, to let you know that they hugged me, but I'm hugging you.
Yeah.
I want to pass that on to you. They were really complimenting us on the emotion that was felt in the assembly, and they were really supportive of what we did. So that's because of you, my friend. If you weren't in the pocket right there, if you weren't transferring the way we talked about and what we discussed, none of this would have been possible. Yeah. So I wanted to personally thank you during our podcast and give you a moment to have you just share your perspective and what happened as you were the guest. As you were just sitting there as an editor. So what's up next for you, Rebecca? What's in the future for you?
So after school, I want to go to university. I want to pursue something either in filmmaking, editing, something around there, or being a freelancer.
Nice.
For my own personal thing.
Good. And you're still all about editing, right?
Yeah.
So anybody out there, if you guys are looking for an editor, Miss Rebecca Sanchez is here.
Definitely.
She's here. Do you have a social media handle that you want to hand out in case anybody wants to contact you for some editing jobs?
I don't have Instagram. I have a TikTok, but I don't do a lot of editing there.
Okay. Well, don't fear. If you guys want to get a hold of her, contact Los Altos High School Video Production Academy. We've got a website up there, and that's a great way to contact any of my students that you've heard on this podcast. And, just give them an opportunity. I gave so many opportunities during this project that I was very proud of what they were able to do, that I was really surprised that now we're going to start getting to the point where we're going to start charging some people for all the work that we're doing. But it's all because you guys, the audience, you guys give us an opportunity to show our skills, display our skills, and put ourselves out there. So thank you guys, listeners and followers, for giving us that opportunity. All right, Rebecca, anything else we have to share before we leave?
No, that's it.
Rebecca, once again, you were very awesome. Thank you so much.
you.
Since I've met you, you told me you wanted to be part of AV Club. You wanted to be in video production, and I gave you these chances. And every single time, you've been just proving me right that
Thank
I
you
made the
for
right
those
decisions.
chances.
Oh, anytime, girl.
Yeah.
Anytime. Thank you very much. And all you listeners, once again, like I always say, we'll see you around the bend. Thank you. Have a good day.